Grand Rising, thanks for jumping on, everyone. As you see this video, do me a favor, um, like it, share it, let somebody know that we are actually going live, randomly talking about gift ideas. And if it makes sense to you, definitely, make a comment. Okay. So my name is Eric, and I'm coming in from Columbia, South Carolina. This is the Blanks spot. We're a sublimation blanks and supply company, guys. And we're going to be talking about today, we're going to be talking about some gift ideas. Now, there's a holiday, some type of observance at least once in every month. Okay. I'll say that again. There's some type of observance or some type of holiday at least once in every month. And if you are a business owner, if you're seeing this and you are a business owner, or if you got a side hustle, you may be some type of hobbyist, some type of crafter. You're going to want to know how to take advantage of these things. So we're a sublimation blanks and supply company. And what we do is, and I take these off because I'm nearsighted. What we do is we share sublimation blanks, we share sublimation transfers, other products, other supplies to crafters, creators, designers, anybody who is in the field of making money or just, doing some hobbies. Grand Rising, thanks for jumping on. So now what I want you to do is this. I want you to think about this. Imagine having access to a platform where you can actually turn it on and you can see some instructional videos. You can see some information where you can actually learn. They call it a university, right? An online university. Imagine having access to that. And then imagine having access to step-by-step tutorials to show you how to be specifically successful in what it is that you're trying to do. You're trying to create a tumbler. You want to create a shirt. You want to create a bag or a license plate. Whatever it is that you want to create sublimation wise, imagine having access to a social media platform that shows you how to do that. Well, unfortunately, that doesn't exist. You can go to any platform that will give you some instructions, but you still got to get your hands on it. You still got to put your hands on it to see if you're going to be able to do it. You still got to buy and purchase and invest in the tools, and that thing is warming up right now. You still got to buy and invest in the right tools, and you still gonna have to make the opportunity, make the effort to put the work in. You got to do the practice. You got to do the work. There is no such thing as one size fits all. There is no such thing as show me everything. There is no such thing as any of that. It doesn't work. You still got to do the work. But I'm going to tell you that it's not hard to do the work if you put your mind to it. If you are a business owner and you are doing sublimation, and this is what I want to focus on right now. So if you're a business owner, matter of fact, you know what? Scratch that. If you do sublimation, type a number 3 in the comments. I'm going to wait for your responses. If you do sublimation, type a number 3 in the comments. Please and thank you. You guys are just jumping on. We are actually about to do some live selling. At the same time, I'm going to do a quick video about how to do a couple of items. So you do sublimation. Now, out of all of you guys who are typing number 3s, do you do sublimation or do you do a couple of items in sublimation? It's a huge difference. And when we get to that part, that's where people start to fall off. People fall off because they say, well, I do sublimation, but they're only doing tumblers. They do sublimation, but they only do t-shirts. And if you don't know what sublimation is, Google it, research it. It's a process. It's a process of transferring a picture from a piece of paper with a special ink and a special paper to a surface that has a poly coating on it or that has some type of synthetic or polyester uh, surface or fabric. So you got to ask yourself this question. If you do sublimation, do you do sublimation or do you do 1 or 2 items in sublimation? Because there's a difference. Now, if you're a business owner and you're not able to take advantage of the observances that go on throughout the year, Christmas, New Year's, Black History, Valentine's Day, Women's History, St. Patrick's Day, Easter, Cinco de Mayo, Mother's Day, Father's Day, Juneteenth, Independence Day, kids are going back to school, Labor Day, Halloween, Thanksgiving, birthdays, anniversaries, graduations, anything that you want to provide for a customer that they would celebrate. See, there's so many people out there saying that they're doing sublimation, but they're only doing a couple of different things inside of sublimation. It's kind of like saying that I do vinyl, but I don't do glitter vinyl. I make vinyl shirts, but I don't layer. It's about what you're doing to improve and enhance your skill set and your business. So when you ask yourself this question, when you get off this live and you ask yourself this question, am I doing sublimation or did I decide to do a handful of items in sublimation? So because we're a sublimation blanks and supply company and we specialize in various different sublimation blanks and supplies, our supplies include our paper, our ink, and our paint. We have gloves, things like that. And you'll find a lot of these items on our social media platforms, specifically our TikTok shop. You'll find them if you're watching this from our YouTube or our Facebook. You can actually see the information, the descriptions in the information in the description. But the one thing that I want to focus on as I try to get my temperature together on my oven is that you cannot claim to be something if you're actually not doing it. So I'm gonna give you guys an opportunity to think about that. No judgment. No, no, I'm not gonna look at you sideways, and don't look at me sideways. This is just a real serious question that you have to ask yourself. I say that I'm a business owner. I have a side hustle. I say I do certain things. Am I actually doing it? And am I actually taking advantage of all the things that I can do to make money in my operation? Here, here's a shot glass. If you're on the TikTok shop, you're gonna see these shot glasses. I already have them pinned. You get 2 shot glasses for that price. This is a frosted shot glass. Okay, give you a little closer look. It's frosted. It's not clear. It has a frosted covering on it. It is sublimation. It's covering. However they did it, however they sprayed it, it has some type of coating on it that when I actually sublimate this, the sublimation um, transfer is going to transfer from the paper to this. And I'm going to use this convection oven to do that. I'm going to use this convection oven to do that. Now, there's a couple of rules to sublimation. And unfortunately, I'm not here to tell you all the rules because let's just be honest. It doesn't matter what video you watch. It doesn't matter what tutorial you watch. You won't get every single step. And even if you did, would you really be able to duplicate that? Something to think about. You may have to invest in your business. You may have to invest in taking some classes from a professional, whoever it is that you watch, whoever it is that you find value in the information that they share, the knowledge that they share. You may have to invest in them. You may have to invest in your business opportunity in order to invest in their business opportunity in order to invest your business opportunity. So you're going to see a couple of things take place. One thing that's going to take place is we have some of these supplies available, right? This heat tape is our heat tape. You can find that right there on our TikTok shop, or you can find that in the description. If you're looking for heat tape that's not going to stain your substrate, and by the way, anything that you sublimate on is going to be known as a substrate. If you're looking for something that's going to not stain your substrate, you can check out heat tape. Check out our heat tape. That's your recommendation. You said your own custom operation be unique to you. That's your recommendation. I'm here to make money. Here to make money. Not here to share right now what you guys are doing uniquely. If you're doing sublimation, that's what we're going to talk about. Only one that's advertising the business right now today is me. That's it. If you're looking to advertise what you're doing on your platform, I'll come on there and support it. But just to be clear, if you're not doing sublimation and you don't have any reason or desire to do sublimation, hey, don't do it. But for those of you who are already involved in sublimation and you're looking to expand your horizon and do different things and different opportunities in sublimation to take advantage of the observances. Something for you, okay? Once again, I am trying to get this temperature down, and all that means is I'm going to have to sublimate and just watch it. So this is a frosted shot glass. I've already taped the image on here. The image that I'm going to be using is one of the images that we are selling, okay? This is a Valentine's Day image, and it's going to say, "Be mine," and the line is stretched, is drawn through mine, and it says wine. So it's going to say, "Be mine, be wine." Now, what I'm doing right here is I'm going to set this shot glass inside of this convection oven, and everybody's equipment is going to be different. It's going to determine on um, your electrical setup, how many amps you're plugged up into, all those things. It makes a difference. It makes a difference. If you are, I am actually, the glasses are actually pinned. They're actually pins. Let me unpin them and then repin them. My bad. That is not the glasses. I thought I pinned the glasses, but I actually pinned the 25 ounces. There you go. I'm sorry. Thank you. I appreciate it. That's my wife. Thank you. So it's gonna depend on your your actual setup as far as your electrical setup. If you got 10 amps, if you got 20 amps, Grand Rise and Dorothy, thanks for jumping on. If you got 10 amps, if you got 20 amps, how hot this thing actually gets. Because this is actually plugged up into a 20 amp outlet and it's getting really hot. And I've adjusted the temperature down a lot. I need to actually be around 375 to sublimate this. Okay. Um, so once again, if you're looking for a tutorial, I'm selling. It won't happen. I'm going to show you how to sublimate this. But how I covered up the cup or the shot glass is I cut the transfer. I cut the transfer and I actually taped it on. I cut it straight and I taped it on. That was it. So I'm gonna go through briefly. I'm gonna go through briefly taping. Okay, this is for people looking for tutorials. Remember, if you're a beginner, if you are a beginner and doing sublimation, you want to connect with somebody on that level. Connect with somebody who's teaching. Connect with somebody who's sharing. If the person that you are, if the person that you're following is not sharing, then you might not want to connect with. Right now, I'm not doing a full blown tutorial because I'm going to share with you how our sublimation glasses, how our shot glasses actually sublimate. If you want to see a tutorial or video, I would recommend that you go and look for a tutorial or a video. But just as a reminder, guys, this is me broadcasting to several platforms, specifically on my TikTok shop, and I'm actually selling right now. Okay, I'm actually selling, and I keep coming down here looking to see how long it's going to take for this to actually go down. So I'm going to go ahead and roll with it. I am going to sublimate this glass, this frosted glass, for approximately 10 minutes. Okay. Now, depending on the heat, depending on the temperature, you don't want this to burn because it can burn. It's not going to just burn into it, but it can burn and singe the glass. I'm going to put it in here. Okay. I'm just going to stand it up because it's actually hot. Normally, I would probably lay it down, but it's actually hot. I'm gonna stand it up and let it do its thing. So while I'm doing that, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna wrap this other glass. Okay, I'm gonna wrap this other glass to show you how I did this. Grand Rising Sweet Peas, thank you for jumping on. Um, how do I get in touch with you regarding my TikTok shop order? Is there a problem with your TikTok shop order? You can email me. You can actually email me. Okay. Hopefully I didn't mess you up, but you can email me or you can message me. Okay. So this is the design that I'm putting on this glass. All right. And I'm just going to take this and try to line it up, visually line it up to where it's even. That's all I'm doing. Okay. That's all I'm doing. And then I'm going to take this. As I hold it down with my hands, I'm going to tape it. Taking my thumb and just going across. All right. I'm going to do the same thing on the bottom. Once again, holding it back down, pulling and holding. Okay. This is heat tape. Some people use, I've noticed some people use masking tape, but this is heat tape. Depending on the type of heat tape you use, it can stain. So you want to be mindful of that. Some heat tape can stain your substrate. So you want to be mindful of that. Once I get it there, I'm going to now tape the sides. That's it. Taping the sides, guys. Something like this, if you've done sublimation before, something like this should be relatively easy for you. But once again, we got a lot of people that say that they're doing sublimation and they're just doing a couple of different items. And when it comes time to actually be able to offer something for your customers that may be unique, you really can't do it because you're really not sublimating. Now, to the naked eye, that's laying down. But I'm going to cover all of the paper along the edges so it can actually stay down. This heat tape is made for the heat. Okay. So I'm going to just take the rest of this and make sure no air gets in between the image and the substrate. That's all I'm doing. And I'm making sure that I take my fingernail and just go along the edge of the design. That's all I'm doing. Nothing special, nothing spectacular. Now, in a perfect scenario, there would be cameras over here, cameras over here, cameras over here, everything, right? But ain't perfect scenario. So, and last but not least, as you guys click on the orange shopping cart, you can see other items that we have available. Some things I'm not going to be able to talk about because we're on TikTok Shop Live. But now you see how I take this down. And I have all of the paper edges covered. All of them are covered. Okay. So now, reminding you that this is a frosted glass. That means that you got to be careful that you don't use any picks or any sharp tools, or even if you have sharp fingernails, you want to be mindful that you don't use that because if you scrape the frosted design or the covering on the actual glass, it's going to leave it looking like it's missing because it's going to be missing. So you want to be careful how you handle it. Meanwhile, while we're doing this, I got some other gift ideas that I'm going to share with y'all, okay? Some other gift ideas that I'm going to share with y'all that I did previously. So a lot of people are thinking, okay, I do sublimation. I do sublimation. Let me go back over here. I do sublimation, but I haven't tried this. So here's an item. Here's an item. How you doing, Latrice? Thanks for jumping on. Here's an item that I think should be fairly easy to do. This is a wine bag with two wine koozies, a wine bag with two wine koozies, and with two wine coasters. These are neoprene, very simple to sublimate. Okay, this is a great gift item. Here's your wine bag. This is a great gift item for anybody who is probably trying to do something for Valentine's Day, maybe anniversaries, birthdays, even girls' trips. Okay, that's a great idea. And this is what it could look like when it's completed. That's what it could look like. Use your imagination. Real simple gift idea. You can do it all over like I did, or you can put a design in the middle, your choice. Or you can put designs all over, your choice. Here are the wine koozies. Here are the wine koozies and the wine coasters. All I did was took an idea um, and ran with it. That's it. That's all I did. For those of you who say that you do sublimation, once again, ask yourself, are you doing sublimation or are you doing just a handful of things? Are you doing a couple of things? Are you doing t-shirts? Are you focusing on tumblers? Say you do mugs. Say you do mugs. Say that's all you do. All right, Grand Rising, thanks for jumping on, Lady B. Say you do mugs. Say you do tumblers is all you do. Can you really say you do sublimation if you do tumblers only? Just asking. There's so many different ideas, so many different items that you can do inside um, the area or the lane of sublimation. So many different things. And people are losing money. People are losing money, man. You got a business and all these things that you can do sublimation wise, and now you're losing money because you now, like ladies down, your temperature adjusted, you now find yourself not being able to fulfill different times of the year for your customer. Okay, that's what ends up happening. So if you're just jumping on, my name is Eric, coming in from Columbia, South Carolina. This is the Blank Spot. We are a financial supply company, and that's why I'm really adamant about talking about sublimation. There's lots of different other transfer processes out there, but we're not talking about those right now. We're talking about sublimation. Okay, so these are some gift ideas and some items that you can use if you're inclined to do so to help you to make some money for your business. I mean, type a number 4 in the comments if you're a business owner. Type a number 4 in the comments if you own a business. I mean, and if you are number 4, don't you want to make money? I know I do. I want to make money in business. This is why a lot of people are not as successful in what they say that they're doing, is because they say, hey, I do one thing, I do this, I do that, but they're not really looking at the full scope of it. Okay. Not really looking at the full scope of it. One thing that you should consider, one thing that you should consider is that you think about if you're going to be in sublimation, you want to think about certain things. Someone says that most people don't have room for stock, so they stick with 1 or 2 products. That's not really, um, and that's your opinion, and you're right. Some people don't have room for stock. I'm not telling you to start a business like this. That's not what I'm telling you. So if that's what you're getting out of this, maybe you should consider what I'm about to say next. Find a vendor. Find a vendor. Find a vendor who sells items that you can actually invest in and actually try. Try out different items. Nobody's saying that you have to get a whole warehouse. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is there's several platforms that you can buy different sublimation blanks to try. So if you're thinking that you have to house all of these blanks, that's not what this background is saying. This background is saying that we're a sublimation blanks and supply store located in Columbia, South Carolina. What I'm saying out of my mouth is if you're doing sublimation, the reason for not trying different items and different ideas is not, it should not be because, well, I don't have the inventory to house it. We're not talking about that. We're talking about, have you tried different items? If you find something that you can do, something that can add value to your business or add value to your operation, then why not add it to your portfolio? Why not add it to your menu? We're not downtown. We're around. We're actually in Casey. We do all, you can order online and pick up the store. So I mean, for that comment, I understand that everybody's not going to have inventory space, and I don't recommend that everybody um, goes out and get all the inventory because you can't sell what you don't advertise. You can't sell what you don't market. You know, bottom line. Even if they have a sample done, it helps them order it. Absolutely. That's part of what we do when we come on here on Fridays or in the mornings when we actually do our tutorials. Everybody has different ideas about business and how business should work or how their business should work. And you never know. Just as I put this in front of somebody, somebody's going to purchase this. Somebody's going to purchase this. I can actually pretty much guarantee myself as I share these items. And this set that you see right now is $14.99. You're going to get two koozies, two glass koozies. You're going to get two glass coasters, and you're going to get a bag for $14.99. Do you know how much of a profit you can turn by selling that? Somebody's going to purchase it just by me showing it. By me showing that it's sublimated and them having a visual of how it can actually look, somebody's going to purchase it. Somebody has purchased it. So if it works for me, it can work for you. But you have to think outside of the box. Most people are not thinking outside of the box. Okay? That's why you purchased it. Okay, cool beans. Absolutely. Absolutely, Dominique. We didn't start off in a warehouse. Now it's the difference between selling sublimation blanks and selling sublimated items. It's so different. And I think people kind of miss the picture, miss the mark. We're on here sharing with you how you can actually add value to your sublimation business by understanding how important it is to learn how to do things other than just the normal things that you've been doing. I'm not saying to stop doing t-shirts and tumblers. What I'm saying is that there's so many different other items that you can sublimate. Bags, license tags, school supplies, ink pens, wallets, purses, kids cups. It's so many things. Shot glasses. Someone wants to know, do I do blank sample box? I want to try different blanks, but not a lot at the same time. No, we don't do blank sample boxes. That's for people who have, and this is going to sound crazy, but that's for people who have the ability to just push items out there like that. We don't have that ability. We do have a sample. We do have a beginner's kit. We have a beginner's kit, but we're not at the level to just give out samples or sell samples like that because we have other options and other obligations. So although that'd be a great opportunity, a great idea, we don't have that ability just yet. So when you're talking about different gift ideas and different gift items, you want to think about what it is that I can use and what can I do to improve and enhance my business. Here's something else. We know that Valentine's Day is right around the corner, right? So check out what I just pinned. It's two wine tumblers, a wine sublimation wine holder, and also a sublimation wine bag. Okay. So now, this is what they can look like. This is a regular wine tumbler. And I'm sure a lot of people have seen the wine tumblers. It comes with a plastic lid and a straw. Okay. Or if you're not skilled in doing the whole tumbler, you can cut it off at the edge. Okay. Or you can actually do an image in the front and the back. You can treat it like a mug. I understand set up web pages to show items to pre-order. You want to do mock-ups. You want to do something first that you know that you can do. Once you've done it successfully and you feel comfortable about selling it, now you can actually purchase it. You can be prepared to purchase it and you can actually order. Here's the wine holders. Okay. It has 2 slits in it for the stem. Pretty cool, right? And then the middle is for the bottle of wine. And this is the wine bag. Sublimate, you can sublimate on both sides. I just chose to do one for example. And that's that. So when you find out what you can do, it's time to advertise. It's time to market and advertise. And you want to find a company, you want to find a vendor that can actually assist you, in doing what it is that you want to do. So let's see what we got. I'm not quite sure how it turned out because I had a lot of heat issues. However, I think we got some transfer. Okay. So I'm going to let that cool a little bit. I'm pretty confident that it transferred. Let me see. I got another one here. Yeah. So I can look at this in the inside and see that it did transfer. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a flask as well. Okay. While this thing is still hot, I'm going to do the flask. And the flask is like a tumbler. It's metal like a tumbler. Now, this one you won't find on our TikTok shop. You have to go to our warehouse to get this. We actually sell this in a gift set with a flask with 2 of the shot glasses. I think it'd be a great idea for Valentine's Day. Okay. Grand Rising, thanks for jumping on through it all. I made it. So now, this is a flask. This is a Bling flask. When you see this, it's going to look like this. Ladies are going to love this. They're going to love it, right? The description, you'll see the description on our in our warehouse. Once again, this is not available to you guys right here. You got to go to our warehouse to get this. All I did was cut out my design. I rounded it off. You got to be creative. I rounded it off because I'm going to put it on the round surface. Chocolate dropper, Grand Rising. I'm going to put it on the round surface. Everything else, it curves. I'm going to put it on the flat surface. I'm sorry. So we're located in Columbia, South Carolina. If you guys haven't done so, do me a favor, drop the city and state. Let me know where you're tuning in from. This is a live broadcast, guys. We are sublimating live. Sublimating some of our sublimation items live. I'm going to make this as easy as possible. I'm just holding it with my thumb. I'm going to start taping. I'm using our heat tape. So if you're in the market for heat tape that does not stain, check out our TikTok shop or check out the information in the description. All I'm doing is taping, guys. Pressing and taping. No method to the madness. It's not that difficult. Like I said, a lot of people, when they're doing things like this and they're not familiar with it, the first thing they say, hey, you know what? I need instructions step by step. Doesn't always work like that, guys. You got to get your hands on this stuff. Sell on Winston, all right. Or Winston-Salem, I'm sorry, North Carolina. You got to get your hands on these items. You got to stop being afraid to mess up. If you're afraid to mess up, guess what's going to happen? Most likely you're going to mess up. But you're either messing up to learn a lesson or you're messing up to quit. That's the question. DMV, what's going on? Did I miss somebody? See if I missed anybody. Jersey in the house. Elgin, South Carolina. Iowa. I did miss some people. Alabama, Colorado, Texas. Okay. Florida. Texas again. Appreciate y'all. You're going to mess up. But that's the difference between if you've learned or if you're going to lose. Your choice. If you're in business, I'm in business to make money. And if I'm making money, that means that I have to invest. And if I invest in an item or an object, sometimes I might mess it up. You got to be prepared for that. But there's no tutorial on any social media platform that's going to be able to explain to you step by step, verbatim, and you be able to follow that, and it comes out perfectly. It don't exist. Grand Rising Cornell, it don't exist. Okay? So that's what I did with that one. I taped it up. Okay? That's it. So now, as this heat hits this tumbler, because this is a tumbler, as this heat hits this tumbler, it is going to, the tape might peel back, and that's okay. All right? Now I'm going to do this one. I'm doing this one at approximately, the first one I did with the glass was approximately supposed to be 375 or 380 with my particular convection oven for about 10 minutes. This one is just like a tumbler. I'm treating it like a tumbler inside of a convection oven. So I'm going to do this one at between 350 and 375 for 4.5 minutes, okay? And I'm going to do both sides. So I'm going to do one side, and then halfway through, I'm going to flip it, all right? As I get my temperature together. And you just have to be careful. You got to be careful that you don't let it burn. So what questions do you have about our products and our services? If you don't see it on our TikTok shop, we don't have it. Appreciate you. If you don't see it on our TikTok shop, we won't have it. Grand Rise is Simple but Fancy. How you doing? So you're responding. Thank you, Sweets. So you're right. It's different temperatures and different times. So if you can't get your metal items to sublimate inside of your oven, then that's a possibility that you don't have the right temperature and you're not doing it long enough. Grand Rising, thanks for jumping on. I bought a tumbler heat press and I bought the V-Day sublimation tumbler wraps. What temperature should I use? Chocolate dropper. You're going to get mad at me, but I'm going to tell you, every heat press is different. They should have given you some instructions. So I don't know what heat press you bought, but they should have given you some recommendations to use that heat press. Did they give you any recommendations or instructions in the box? Jessica Grand Rising. Did they give you any recommendations or instructions in the box? Grand Rising, Lorna, thanks for jumping on. They did. Okay. Now, I know you probably don't want to mess up your tumblers. But you're going to have to try it out. I know that's probably not the answer that you want to hear, but that's the answer that I have. You got to test it, babe. You do. Yes, we do, Mama, still on our warehouse. Now, this should be cooled off enough for me to deal with. You also want to make sure, because these gloves that I'm using, these pink gloves that I'm using, this pink will come off. Not bad, but you can still clean this up with the alcohol pad. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my gloves off, and I'm going to use this white microfiber towel, and I'm going to peel it with my fingernails. Now, of course, safety is important. You want to make sure that you stay as safe as you can, because these items are hot. And if you guys are just jumping on, man, there's lots of tutorials out there on social media platforms. There's lots of people doing videos. You may not like the way I deliver my message, and I get it. I understand. I may not be to everybody's liking. My taste, the way I share may not be to everybody's liking. But I will tell you this: you're not going to find a lot of platforms that are going to be as meticulous as we are here at the Blank Spot. So if you're in business, there's two places that you're not going to find any money. One of them is in your feelings, and the other one is in your comfort zone. So let's focus on the things that I share that can add value to your business and go from there. Check that out. Thank you, Mom. Still, I'm missing some of these comments. I'm going to go back, and I'm going to go ahead and share these shot glasses. So give me a second as I share the shot glasses again. Here they are. You're going to get 2 shot glasses for $9. And it wasn't that hard. Once again, you may have to practice. You may have to do some testing. You say you're off on the weekend. Am I going to be on? I'm going to be off on the weekend too, babe. How much are your custom game sheets for 50 prints? Oh, Brittany. Is that what you were responding to, Mama, still? So, Brittany, what I want you to do is I want you to go ahead and message me, and I'll send you some information, okay? This is what we're working with, y'all. Now, do you think that you can do this? Because I do. I think you can do it. These shot glasses on our TikTok shop are available. You're going to get a set of 2 for $9. Now, who has not done shot glasses? Type a number 2 in the comments if you have not done shot glasses before. If you have not done shot glasses before, type a number 2 in the comments. Got a couple of number 2s. Not yet. Do you think that you can? Do you have a convection oven? The ones who have not done shot glasses, do you have a convection oven? Because you can easily sell these shot glasses for the set or individually. For the set, you can sell them easily for the set for like 25, 30 bucks. Easily. And if you don't have a convection oven and you're doing sublimation, then you got to ask yourself, am I positioning myself to be successful in my sublimation business? See, this morning, I'm here to sell sublimation blanks. When I leave and I come back, I'm going to sell some transfers, hands down. Toaster oven is not the same thing, unfortunately. Not saying that you can't do it in a toaster oven. I'm just saying that it may take a little bit longer because in the convection oven, it's actually doing this. So you got to ask yourself, are you positioning yourself to be successful? If you are, cool. But if you're not, you might be missing out. You really might be missing out. If you don't see it on our TikTok shop, we don't have it. If you want to check out our warehouse, you can check and see what we have at our warehouse. I have the same one you have there. Yeah, so this is an Oster, O-S-T-E-R. And once again, every oven is going to work differently in every house or every business. Okay? So this is, once again, the shot glass that you see that I did. Wasn't hard to do, right? Pretty cool. Now, this is the other one that I taped up. I'm not doing that today. I'm going to do it later on. I have this cooling off, and I'm going to go ahead and peel this one right here. Now, this is not on our TikTok shop. This is in our warehouse. When I'm saying this, I'm talking about this Flask. And it also comes in a bundle. If you're just jumping on, my name is Eric, coming in from Columbia, South Carolina, or just outside of Columbia, South Carolina. We are a sublimation blanks and supply company. We sell both sublimation blanks and supplies. Check it out. So this will make a great gift idea for your customers. Once again, the purpose for this video was to show you some gift ideas for sublimation. If you're doing sublimation, I got you, Brittany. I will check as soon as I'm done. The whole idea is to find gift ideas and items for your sublimation blanks and supplies that you're going to be sharing with your companies, with your customers and all that stuff. If you're doing sublimation, man, don't sell yourself short. Don't sell yourself short if you're doing sublimation. Sublimation is the opportunity to do lots of different gift ideas. If I have someone that has a birthday and every time they say, well, you know, I want to get a gift, but I don't know what to get, and all you can offer them is a t-shirt. If somebody has an anniversary and the only thing that you can offer them is and you're doing sublimation, and the only thing that you can offer them is a tumbler, I don't know what to tell you. Other than the fact that you might want to consider extending your ability to learn more about the craft, the process of sublimation. because there's so many different things that you can actually sublimate. So many different things. So guys, once again, go ahead and check us out. Two-shot glasses for $9. You can use these for anytime gift ideas, guys. Anytime gift ideas. Once again, my name is Eric, coming in from Columbia, South Carolina. This is the Blank Spot. We're a sublimation blank supply company. If you have found some value in this, make sure you follow us. Go to all our social media handles. Follow those. Check us out. Everything is going to be the Blank Spot, so you can find us. You'll see our logo. We're branded all over social media. The last thing I'm going to share with you is there's several different opportunities to make money in your area, in your crafting, in your lane. Don't limit yourself, okay? Don't limit yourself. Like I always say, when you know better, that's when you have the ability to do better. And the only knowledge that's powerful is properly applied knowledge. I see everybody at the top because there's too many people struggling at the bottom. Peace.